What's up, you guys? This is Zach with Zach Attack Cards. Welcome back to the channel. We have ourselves another card show recap review for you today. Went out and basically saw a very small card show inside of a local firehouse not too far from me. And, didn't pick up, I'd say, as many as I normally do, but did make some nice pickups, some nice additions to the rookie box, and even a few things that aren't necessarily going to go in the rookie box for once. They're just going to go in my private collection. And like I said, it was really a nice time. The weather was nice. I mean, again, it's a firehouse too, so it didn't have air conditioning, but it had a lot of ventilation. They had the doors open, all that kind of stuff, and the people were nice. They were there. They were making deals. The clients were there, so not as crowded as too many of the others that I've been to, but at the same time, definitely not a what's the word I'm looking for? Definitely not a big show with it's difficult to get through the lines and things like that. Like it was very comfortable. It was very easy to get from table to table, and I thought that the guys that were there, the vendors, they probably weren't making a ton of money, but at the same time, it was really more so to benefit the firehouse, and I think that it's really a great way to raise money because they had quite a few people there, and entrance fee was $3 or something like that. So let's hope all in all that they raised whatever they were looking to raise for the local firehouse, and there's nothing wrong with helping them out for sure. But with that said, let's just get right into it. We're going to start with the bigger guys this time. I know a lot of the times I tend to start with the lower end stuff, the cheaper stuff that I buy, but this time we're going to go ahead and just start with the guys you see in the background here. So this is the A-Rod 94 SP die cut. So this is a really awesome card. This guy actually picked it up at the show and flipped it, so I don't know what he must have picked it up for, but I got both of these cards for $30, so, $5 off sticker. I can't really complain about that too much, especially when the grading costs, just from Beckett, for each of these cards would probably be somewhere, more expensive than that. So now I finally have both versions of this card. I love it. Can add them both to the rookie box, and yeah, just super iconic rookie from when I was younger. That's the main reason that I wanted to get it, and the fact that the centering is a 9.5. There's not much better you can get with that. Now the Mark McGuire, again, this is, a lot of people don't consider it as rookie, but it's rated rookie for Donruss's purposes, and it's technically his first Oakland A's card, I believe. I think this came out before the Tops, if I'm not mistaken, that year. So figured I'd pick it up. Again, subgrades are nice. I'm okay with 9s. I even pick up, things that are less than that sometimes if the price is right, because I'm not looking to flip these kinds of things. Again, they're going to stay in my collection for some time. So, and as everybody knows, A-Rod's admitted to using PEDs, and McGuire's, had his PED stuff. I think he's admitted to it as well. So unless the opinions kind of change on that, there's not going to be, any Hall of Fame for those fellas. So with that said, let's move into Willie Adames. So this is a really cool card. When I first went in there was a small table that had these two and this guy on the back. Oh, this one too. So he just had a real small table. He was asking $2 a card, and I saw some nice ones, so I picked him up. I think he ended up giving me a deal for like $5, so ended up saving a handful of bucks there. But yeah, the Willie Adames Gold Cup, very nice. Second year out of 50. Can't beat that. He's definitely a solid player. He's still young. He's 26 years of age, and he's sitting around a 12.5 WAR. So definitely something he needs to pick up if he's going to try to get into the Hall of Fame. But at the same time, he's a very good player. So that's why I thought it was a no-brainer to pick up at a 50, especially his second year rookie cup. Yohan Moncada, first Bowman. It's another guy with a very bright future. Again, same age as Adames. He's 26 years old. He's got a slightly better WAR, a little over 13. So we'll have to see if he can keep things up with the White Sox. Now these two are not rookies, so obviously this is Cal Ripken, 2001 Diamond or Donruss Classics. Like I've said numerous times before in these videos, I tend to only pick up the Cal Ripkens from his playing days, because I mean at this point I swear they've made more since he's retired than when he was actually playing. So I like to cut it off there. You know, I mean, if I can get a jersey or autograph or something, maybe after his playing days, you know, I might pick that up. But I like to just stick to his base cards from when he was playing. And then here you got this card I thought was highly undervalued for just $2. So this is from Topps Tribute, and it's a dual relic from 2019. It's back when Mookie Betts was still on the Red Sox. Mookie Betts and Xander Bogaerts. And that's out of 99. Yeah, it's out of 99. Which, again, I don't see how you cannot pick that up for just $2. You know, clearly, I think a guy like Mookie Betts is going to end up in the Hall of Fame when it's all said and done. He's already over 50 WAR. You know, he's already within the 50 to 70 that, you know, supposedly is the range to getting into the Hall of Fame. And then Xander Bogaerts, I mean, he's right there too. He's already over, well, he's not around 50. He's a little over 30 at the moment. So definitely another guy with a chance to make some noise. So, and then pretty much the rest of these, I think, all came from the same guy. I didn't really deal with too many guys at the show because there was, again, not a ton of tables, probably 25 tables, something like that. But a lot of guys just had stuff that I wasn't interested in. Surprisingly, there's a lot of Pokemon, a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Stuff like this, stuff I don't really get into. And certainly nothing that I would ever have for the channel here. So, we got Michael Conforto's rookie card, Bowman rookie. I thought, again, just another one to pick up to add to the box. I like to try to stick to Bowman and Topps where I can for rookies. And I think this is a guy who is going to be very valuable to a team maybe down the stretch, or, you know, he could be one of those guys who could kind of come out of nowhere and you could just be like, you know, that guy there, he's the reason we won, you know, or something like that. So once again, still a younger guy. He's almost 30. He's sitting on roughly 16 WAR. This is a nice rookie. Xander Bogaerts didn't have it, so I thought, and I'm pretty sure I paid close to sticker on a lot of these, and some of the unmarked ones I think were $1. Ended up paying spending less than $100 on everything you see. But yeah, Xander Bogaerts, really nice Bowman Chrome, or is it Topps Chrome? Don't actually know this year, to be honest. Bowman Chrome, thought so. Bowman Chrome, and yeah, so like I already said, Xander Bogaerts, younger guy, you know, he's still sitting on about a 30 or so WAR. Definitely a chance to make it into the Hall. Here's Mad Bum's rookie, Bowman. Nice looking. Had a look at most of the edges and stuff like that. Thought it was in pretty good shape. So, again, didn't have it. Thought I'd pick it up. And he's definitely a guy that's going to be helped by the fact that he has 3 World Series titles. He's only got about 130 wins. But, you know, he's sitting right around 40 WAR. I think the World Series titles probably push him over the top when it comes to, does he get into the Hall of Fame or not? Jose Abreu, first Bowman. I know he's struggling quite a bit this year, but again, I think it's a guy that'll get things figured out. He's getting a little long in the tooth in terms of his playing days. He's 35 years old now and sitting at about 28 WAR, so probably not a candidate for the Hall, but a nice rookie, first Bowman I wanted to add to my rookie box. Jabba Chamberlain. Now, I don't like the Yankees, but this was a guy that I actually thought was pretty funny in his time with the Yanks, and I mean, plus just an incredible name, really, Jabba Chamberlain. Like, that is something incredible. And this guy had numerous of this card. That's why it was only $1 or whatever. So I figured I'd pick it up. Again, not a guy that's ever going to make it into the Hall of Fame or anything like that, but did have a decently long career. He played for about 10 years. Corey Seager, you guys know by now that I tend to pick up as many of his rookies as I can. I think he's going to be a guy that is going to be a good candidate for the Hall when it's all said and done. He's still young. He's sitting at about 23 WAR, and he's only, what is he, 28 years old, something like that. And he's really lighting it up in Texas this year. I think that it's pretty evident that he enjoys his playing time down there. Masahiro Tanaka, again, so most of the Yanks you see here are going to be overpriced because that's just the market that I live in. A lot of guys think that they're going to get a premium for those players, and there's nothing wrong with that. I didn't pay $5 for this. I think I paid $3 in the whole grand scheme of things, but he, again, had a strong career with the Yanks for a little while. He's, again, not going to be a guy that makes the Hall or anything like that, but I wanted to get a rookie to put in the box just the same because I don't have any of them at the moment. Miguel Sano, I love this year of Topps Chrome. It is absolutely gorgeous. 2016 Topps Chrome. Just looks like a sky background. So almost bought this card twice because this show I saw it, and then I went to another show and saw it there and didn't realize that I already picked it up. Luckily, something was right in my head and was like, yeah, there's a good chance you have that already, or just don't need it, something like that. So I ended up with just the one. And he's another guy, he's having an okay year. He's had some issues with injuries this year for sure. And, he's pushing 30 years of age, and he hasn't even broken double digits in WAR career. So he's, probably not going to end up making it into the Hall, but he's been a fun player to watch all the same. Kyle Schwarber's first Bowman. Thought this was really cool. Nice action shot of him playing catcher. Definitely a little trimmer probably than he is now, but another guy that, I loved watching play when he was with the Cubs, and was he now with the Phillies, I think, and he's absolutely tearing it up in terms of home run numbers. His power's way up there, so we'll have to see. He's hovering around 10 WAR, and he's 29 years of age, excuse me, so we'll see. Marcell Ozuna, currently with the Braves and in quite a bit of trouble, so this one doesn't age quite so well. We'll just we'll move right on from that. Go to David Price. This is probably the third time or so you've seen him on my channel, I believe. I've been picking up his rookies as I've seen them. I've got his upper deck. I think I have 3 or 4 of them now. Now I've added his Bowman to the list, and again, in very nice shape. And I thought it was kind of insane to only be charging $1 for it. So, that's why I picked it up. I think he's a guy that can make it into the Hall of Fame. He's got about 40 WAR. He's 36 years of age. And I think he's now, is he in the reliever role with the Dodgers, which probably a solid idea. Probably doesn't have, the stuff to start anymore. Moving on to Hanley Ramirez. This is a real nice looking card. I think this is from Finest. Is this Topps Finest? Yeah, Topps Finest. Another guy that he had a very strong couple of years and then was kind of flamed out, for lack of a better term. He did end up with 38 WAR, and he's got 270 home runs. So he's got the counting stats, or some of the counting stats, if you want to put it that way. He could definitely be a candidate for the Veterans Committee, maybe down the line. Now we got John Lester. This is a guy that I think will definitely make it into the Hall. He's over 40 WAR. He's got, about 44 WAR. He's got over 200 wins. He's got 3 World Series titles. So I think all those things add up to a Hall of Fame induction one day. And just a nice Bowman Chrome card. There's a lot of scratches on the top loader, but the card itself is in really nice shape. So again, not going to pass on it for $2. Jared Weaver, as I've said before, just a guy that had a strong couple of years. Probably not going to make the Hall of Fame. He's got 35 WAR. He had 150 wins, but I don't think he did it long enough, and I don't think his stats are necessarily high enough to warrant election into the Hall of Fame. But again, you just never know. You really never know. Now we got a nice little set of 3 here for you. Prince Fielder. This is a guy that he really needs no introduction. This guy was so good with the long ball. It was insane. I still go back and watch some of his home run derbies. And actually, while I was there, I didn't even notice, right? So his Fleer rookie, got his Allen and Ginter rookie. Didn't realize that this was his Topps Chrome, and it's a refractor till I got home. As you can see, and you can also see, obviously, the rainbow pattern. So, no brainer. I love his body of work in the majors, and even if he never makes it into the Hall of Fame, which I don't think that he will. He didn't even end up reaching 25 WAR last I checked. So he's really not going to make it, I don't think. But he's got 300 and some home runs, 320 homers, I believe it is. So it's a nice number to finish your career on. And I mean, just absolutely incredible with the Brewers and then with the Tigers. Very, very strong and just fun guy to watch. Here's Starlin Castro, Topps Chrome rookie. Again, very clean. Centering's a little bit off left to right and even top to bottom, but just another one to add to the box. I believe I have the regular Topps of this, so just wanted to pick that up and add it to the box. He's only got about an 18 WAR, so again, he's 32 years of age. Likely not going to be any kind of Hall of Fame candidate when it's all said and done. Brandon Lau, as I've said before, I know his numbers are a little bit down this year from what they were last year, but he's still a guy that I'm secretly kind of hoarding and wondering if he's going to be able to get back to that 30 home run plateau anytime soon. His numbers are, he's a little over 11 WAR, 27 years old, so power's definitely down a little bit after his 39 last year, but I just, when I watch him play, I think that he's got something, and we'll just have to see if it's enough to get him there one day. And this is Andrew Miller. So this is a guy who only just recently retired before the beginning of this season. Really not the greatest resume. I mean, I feel like every time I watched him play with the Yankees, and then later on, I think Cleveland he went to right after that. And I don't really remember him starting off with the Tigers too much. But I feel like he was shut down. But when you really look at his stats, I mean, his win-loss was 55 and 55. He only has 63 career saves and only a 7.7 career WAR. So as good as I thought he was, it doesn't seem that he's going to be the Hall of Fame contender that I thought he would be. And with that said, that wraps up another card show recap. Let me know if this is something you enjoy watching. Let me know what your favorite pickup is down in the comments below. And as always, you can drop me a like and drop me a subscribe if you want to see more of this. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.